all the possible land in the middle, cumulatively calculated, would make up about 90 hectares. But I would need to get every single person on board for that to happen. Now, it's like a bit of a lottery. It's very unlikely that would happen. So I'm hesitant to get these people to sign RVs, knowing that it probably will never become something, and therefore saving Rowan money with having to pay reservation fees. Does that make sense?
I haven't quite understood it.
Okay, listen. Let's say, okay, you've got a big piece of land on the left. The same guy owns the big piece of land on the right. Without him, you're not going to get over 100 hectares. So what you're left with, I look at then option B, all the people left and right of that landowner that has said no. So if I measure that land, I could scrape out maybe 90 hectares, but there's like 7 people or 6 people in that area that I would need to get a definite, yes, we're interested. Now, 3 people have said, yes, I'm interested, but the rest of the people, there's some people live in Bavaria or Berlin or whatever, and I've got no telephone numbers. So I'm thinking, rather than getting these people here to commit to a reserveringsvereinbarung, which will cost Rowan money, because he's got to pay the reservation fee, the chances of me getting everybody else on board, especially when they live in Bavaria and Berlin and Hamburg and a little bit of telephone numbers, is slim to none. So rather than getting an RV for these people here, I've held off. They've already expressed interest, so it's not like they're not interested. But I'm thinking economically. But Rowan's concept is like, just get the RVs in, get the RVs in. No, I think that's crazy. It's right in one sense, but in the other sense it's not. Because if got a very slim chance of that becoming a project, then I'm saving him money by not getting an RV.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's like risk. There's like risk to a certain point. You're helping with the mitigation.
People have said, yeah, we're interested. I could get them to sign. But the other people, I don't have a clue how I'm going to get them to sign at all. Send them a letter, they respond. They live all over the place. Like I said, from Bavaria up to Berlin, up to Hamburg. There's no telephone numbers. So what do? Do I drive to Bavaria and they're not in, or they're not interested?
Well, so I think to a certain extent, this is where the question comes again to the clubs, which is where I did have success. And so it was this kind of lateral thinking that's part of my arsenal. So it was here that I looked at it and I needed to speak a little like this, it's this club thing, because for me, that's the insight, John. It's like, that's where people know each other. They have association. And more, I realized that just getting into those circles, you call somebody up and you'd be like, hey, even in those places, like you could go and call, like the number of times that you could call through this person, that person's just, I'd map it out, maybe I should have it mapped out, and whenever I can't get numbers, that's what I do. And I do have process sheets. And so now mapping it is part of that. I have the lists before, and I was working on how to strategize and put the process together, so certainly part of my ambition to also help share what I'm trying to explain, which is how I think this thing should work for now, right? So I guess I understand also where Rohan's coming from, the thinking he's coming from, because they need to react quickly, right? They have it's like the 2-year window, and for them it's like not even. So I wouldn't take it necessarily too personal. I think there is truth in that. I think there is truth in that. They hired you and nothing's changed. There's not been anything where there's been, it's just been some elements, just some elements where this is whole kind of come together and created something. And maybe it was just, I don't know, communication. Again, that's the only thing I could offer without stepping too much into anybody's water, so I can act as a mediator. And I think that's what I've been doing in these phone calls that I've been having with you, and I think there was a decision I took early on that I want to share with you as well, which is